Hi there, I'm Ryan. We've just got a replacement part. It's a instrument panel gauge voltage regulator. We've got plugged in here. The prior videos we saw this one and how this one had basically a pulsing duty cycle off the 12 volts, and as it went in, you basically averaged out to about 5 or 6 volts. It seemed to be unreliable and intermittent, which was a potential root cause for the instruments giving strange readings when I turn the lights on. Could also be a ground. But we've got a new one of these anyways. What's interesting here is when we turn this on, and this is the trouble light, just very faint. There's the 12. This is giving about 5.04 volts out. Let's grab the multimeter here and take a reading. So nice and steady. So unlike the old one here that gave basically pulsing 50% duty cycle that averaged out to about 5 or 6 volts, this guy is solid state and putting out a steady 5 volts. I did do a temporary, this is a Samsung USB charger that I yanked apart in the week or so it took me to get the part. I sort of jerry-rigged this on here. It did an all right job. I think it struggled with the current. So the gauges worked, but they were a little on the low side, but it gave me something that was non-zero in terms of voltage and gave me some indication of what was going on in the temperature of the engine. And then they sell these on Amazon for not very much. It's basically the same sort of a deal as this. Input 12, output, we got a 6 volt one here, so a little bit higher. So I'll be curious to see when I get this one installed, because this is about a 5.04 output and this is 6. If my gauges go back to where I think they should in terms of the cool engine and temperature and whatnot. But if I do need a higher current build, I can pop this guy in there as an alternative. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the new one. Here's the old one, but I'm going to take the new one. I'm going to reinstall it here. Hopefully I get the orientation right there. And again, I labeled these on. This one's 12 here. Oops, 12. That's the 5 or 6 volt output there. Reinstall that, get it all plugged back in, and give it a try. One other thing, I'm getting quite good at pulling this guy in and out. Where you park the steering wheel and the angle can really give you a lot of extra play there. So I figured out the positioning, which is basically a straight horizontal on the old steering wheel, to get this out a bunch easier. I think that's got it. Oh, one other thing is I'm putting some LED lights in here instead of the incandescents. Here they are. And I'm going in and I'm roughing these guys up. So I'm experimenting with the best way to sort of expose some of the copper. I found this just using by hand, this old Dremel tool bit with a flat head on it. Just sort of across the top can expose some of the oxidized copper there to make sure that you get a good contact between that and doing the same with those little pins there. So anyways, I think that's got it. So we'll pop her in and we'll give her a shot. Thanks for watching.